Hello, my name is Stone Ruffalo, and this is my final speech for Gene 402, Making of the Christian Leader. I am currently finishing my degree in communications, along with a minor in Christian ministry. For my project, I interviewed Pastor Stephen Ganchow, who is the pastor of counseling at Bethel Church and Ministries, which serves the greater Northwest Indiana region. His profession lined up with my desire to use my gifts of communication within a ministry setting. Pastor Ganchow is known for being very skilled with interpersonal relationships and has a strong sense of social awareness. I interviewed him over Zoom and learned a lot from his vulnerable and honest answers. Pastor Ganchow told me that not everyone who has leadership abilities should necessarily become a leader. He also said that creating an attainable vision is an important aspect of team building. Most importantly, he talked about how he personally wants to be a leader worth following. Especially in a pastoral position, he wants to emulate Christ to the best of his ability, so that when others see his leadership abilities, they see Jesus instead of himself. Looking back to the beginning of this course, I will read what I personally believed leadership was. In my opinion, Christian leadership includes the presence of a strong biblical moral code, a high level of social awareness, the ability to effectively communicate with others, and exemplifying fruits of the Spirit. Leadership has no one true definition, and abilities can be interchanged, but this is my personal opinion of what a competent Christian leader should look like. I believe that Christian leadership is very important both in secular and Christian circles because our world is in dire need of good leaders, however big or small their role may be. Because of what I learned in this course, along with my interview, I have learned more since this original definition and would like to change a few small details. Christian leadership should also seek to empower others. After reading Everyday People Extraordinary Leadership, I would like to add that empowering others is an important leadership trait. Without the ability to empower your followers, leaders will have little influence. Empowering others can be something as simple as encouragement or something as grand as designing a new vision for the organization. Whatever empowers people, leaders should seek to be that positive influence for their followers. I also learned from the presentation by Eric Geiger that leaders need to be vulnerable by sharing personal weaknesses within the workplace. Studies show that when leaders are open to sharing their mistakes, it creates an atmosphere of trust where followers feel that they too can be open and honest with their struggles. However, this type of vulnerability should be handled tactfully and should not turn work meetings into group therapy sessions. There is a fine line between vulnerability and oversharing, and only great leaders can find the perfect balance. My personal Christian character index showed that I have strengths in faithfulness, patience, and kindness. These are my three areas of giftedness. And while I am still seeking God's will about my future career, when I have the opportunity to lead, I will be able to use these gifts in practical ways. Patience and kindness are always necessary because leadership positions require constant interaction with people. The way leaders treat their followers should be that of respect and a willingness to listen. Leaders should also be patient in difficult conversations, as well as exemplify kindness in all circumstances. I also need to challenge myself by improving on my areas of weakness, which are gratitude and compassion. Pastor Ganchow told me that leaders need to practice what they preach. He actually recently gave a sermon about gratitude, and to paraphrase his answer, if I'm going to preach about gratitude, I better make sure I'm living a life of gratitude to begin with. This is the attitude that I need to practice, an attitude of humility in God while also prayerfully working through my weaknesses as a leader. In conclusion, this course and my interview with Pastor Ganchow have taught me that I still have more to learn about Christian leadership. I am thankful for my personal leadership strengths, but also need to work on my areas of weakness. I'm thankful for what I learned in this course, along with Pastor Ganchow's interview, and I look forward to using this advice in my future career. Thank you.